Hey guys, Skippy here. I came across this. I was going through my videos. I was going to make a video of my PP Islands trip, which I still am going to. But I came across this. I had made this. It's real short. I made this a little while back, and I kind of forgot about it. In any case, this is going to show where I stayed my first 2 years in Thailand. I'm just going to kind of narrate it as I go along, and also some other tips that I would recommend you do before you come. Um, in any case, let me go ahead. The first place I stayed at was in Pratamnak, which I guess is still considered Pattaya, but it's called Pratamnak. It's separate from Central Pattaya. I had a friend. I was originally going to bring my cat with me, and unfortunately he passed away before I could make it here. But I had already arranged with a friend of mine who owns this to rent it because I was going to be able to bring my cat. In any case, so this is in Pratamnak. This cost me 10,000 baht per month. It's an older building, but very nice, very clean. They do have a pool. I don't think I get a shot of that, but there's a common pool out back. I mean, it's not going to be like, one of those beautiful condominium setups, but it was nice. So anyway, let's just kind of get into it. This is opening shot here. You can kind of see the kitchen in the background. Watching a little Star Trek, my little workspace. So I'm going to start the video here. So these are just still shots. So this is a shot of the apartment. There's the kitchen, had a two-burner stove, microwave, big refrigerator, plenty of storage. There's an air con in here. This is the bare-looking living room, which was okay for me. Had a big TV, which I liked. Very nice, Sony, I think it was. Bathroom, everything you need. Nice and big bathroom though. This is the bedroom. There's a little, I guess, workstation there. There are two air cons in this. There's the bed. So very nice, very, you know, bare bones, I guess, but huge place. You could add stuff in that you wanted, I guess. Next place I lived was the Seven Seas Côte d'Azur condo in Nha Jamtien. These are just some quick shots of what that looked like inside. A lot smaller. It did have a separate bedroom, which I liked. Two air cons. Big refrigerator. Had a sink, a two burner, stovetop. Very nice place. Had about three or four pools, beautiful pools, gym, sauna, all that stuff. Um, so you can kind of get an idea what this looked like. It's a very tight space. There's the bathroom. This was also 10,000 baht per month. Had a washing machine, which I liked. Um, kind of overlooking the pool there. This is I'm gonna pause this right here. Um, I recommend if you're coming from the United States, and I may have mentioned this before, I bought this off of eBay. It's an ultra mobile Pago SIM, as you can see. It's $3 per month. I think it's owned by Mint Mobile. And I have talked about this before, Ryan Reynolds thing, but I think they own Ultra Mobile. It's great. I mean, you get a legitimate U.S. cellular phone number. It's $3 per month. You do need Wi-Fi to use it, so keep that in mind. But it's very handy to have a US number while you're here, and for $3 a month, you really can't go wrong with that. So I definitely highly recommend that. Um, so you can check that if you're in a different country. You can see if there's something similar to that. But if you're from the United States, I do recommend this, and you know, up to you if you want to try it out or not. It's not terribly expensive. The other thing is I set my Wise account. It used to be called TransferWise. I set it up before I even left the United States and did a few test transfers and stuff like that just to get an idea how it worked. I mean, I hear a lot of people on the internet, the interwebs, talk about they kind of give Wise a hard time. I've never had a problem with it. Now they are making some major changes right now. If you don't have like I have a United States address I maintain, so my Wise account is US based. The Bank of Thailand apparently is, I guess, giving Wise a hard time about certain things. So if all you have is a Thai address, there are all kinds of changes being made for Thai address Wise accounts. I haven't really looked into all that because I don't have one of those. But you might want to research that if you're going to be using a Thai address. All right. But if you're using a foreign address, doesn't have to be United States, a foreign address, it's going to work the way it works for me. And like again, I've never had a problem. All I do with it is, and here's a pro tip, or I should say a cheap Charlie tip. Um, you can just go into Wise and initiate a transfer from your country's bank to your Thai bank, and Wise takes care of everything. If you want to save a few baht or a few dollars, maybe $2 or $3, which I do want to save that. I initiate my transfer, I don't let Wise do the whole thing. What I do is I go to my local, my bank in the United States, which I use Charles Schwab. I initiate the transfer from Schwab to Wise, meaning I'm doing that so I don't have to pay for them to go dip into my US bank account. I'm initiating it from my US bank account and sending it to my Wise account. Once it gets to my Wise account, then I use Wise and send it from my Wise account to my Thai bank account, which saves you about $3 or $3 if that's what your currency is. So now, look, it's going to take, maybe 3 days to get this process done, as opposed to potentially it being done in a few seconds to, a few hours to maybe a day. So it's going to add some time. So it does require some planning. But just a tip there, if you're going to use Wise, you know, which I recommend, you kind of want to, you could do it that way. So that's what I would say that. So anyway, this is just a few tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And I'm gonna get the PP Island video up next. Thanks for watching.